So, it's finally here. My full collection of Arsenal shirts. Be prepared to see over 50 Arsenal shirts from present day all the way back to the early 90s. It's going to be broken down into 4 sections. We're going to start with present day Adidas, moving into Puma, then the 20 years of Nike, and then we're going to have the pre-Nike Adidas collection. So here we go. First section, present day Adidas. So here we have the present day Adidas collection. Now, since the transition from Puma to Adidas, I really do think Adidas have hit it out of the park with a number of the kits that have been released over the past couple of years. I'm going to talk about some of them. Obviously, the one I'm currently wearing is this season's 3rd shirt, a nod to the lightning bolt from the 90s. I do have Smith Rowe on the back of this one in the Arsenal Cup print. Not that we're really in many cups this year. Also, long sleeve version. Hashtag save the long sleeves. I couldn't honestly believe that a statistic has come out this season that only 5 clubs in the Premier League offer long sleeve on all of their versions of the shirts, and I think it's Man United that only offer it on the home shirt this season. I think it really is a dying art, the long sleeve shirt, and you know, they do look pretty awesome in some versions. I really like the long sleeve on these, carrying on the lightning bolt. Also the away, this season's away, I really do like the old style crest on this one, the single cannon. Did think they were gonna do it across the board this season. That would have been pretty awesome, but the fact that, you know, it's a nod to the 1971 FA Cup double winners. This one with Lacazette on the back, long sleeve again. Also printed the home of this season, Saka, main man, the little chilly Saka. I wanted to try and get prints on all of the shirts for this season. They can add value depending on how the player does, obviously, at the club. It can add value to the shirt. Also, getting 2 of the 3 in long sleeve, you know, it's quite a nice touch. Previous season, the FA Cup winners. So we got the home, the away, and the 3rd. The away, I've got Thomas Partey on the back there. Also, the Poppy edition with the Premier League patch and no room for racism. Shout out to Rocky Nico. If you don't know about Rocky Nico, please check his Instagram and his website. He has weekly drops of quite some amazing Arsenal shirts. Really highly sought after. Got this from him. It's pretty rare. It's pretty nice kit. And obviously a nod back to the marble floors of Highbury in this shirt. We also have the Always Forward FA Cup special shirt from 2020 against Chelsea. The Black Lives Matter, NHS and Heads Up prints on the bottom there, and the FA Cup print as well. I really do like this shirt. You know, Arsenal have been the only club that have done it, but it's never really worn. But yeah, it's quite a nice touch to have this shirt to the collection. And then we go back to the previous season, the very first season with Adidas. We have on the 3rd shirt for this one, we've got Nicolas Pepe, again in the Arsenal font, Europa League patch for that one. The home is, we have Aubameyang, again, NHS patch, and the Black Lives Matters. I really wanted to try and get hold of one of these versions of the shirt, where obviously this was during COVID and football was being played behind closed doors. I think it's quite a nice moment in footballing history. You know, it's never been done before, playing football behind closed doors in such a longevity period of time, and obviously supporting the NHS and Black Lives Matters. And then we finally got the remake, or the new version of the Bruised Banana style for the away. This one is just blank, but this one's a really nice shirt, and you know, when this was released, it was like, wow, they've done a nod back to probably one of the most iconic Arsenal shirts in their history. We also then just have a few miscellaneous shirts at the bottom here. We've got I've just got picked up this polo, brand new with tags. We also have the Human Race shirt here, which again is in a style to the Bruised Banana with the diagonal stripes, tie-dye wash. It was a link between Arsenal and Adidas and Pharrell Williams. They designed a load of these kits, one for Arsenal, one for Bayern Munich, one for Juventus, one for Manchester United. I'm sure there's other shirts that they did as well. Yeah, really like this shirt, and also we have one of the training shirts from, I think, the first season that we were with Adidas. Not normally a training shirt kind of person, but I really do like this style and the design of it. And to be honest, saw it on eBay, I put an opening bid on it, and I won it. So that shirt is quite often worn as well. So this is Adidas. Now we move on to Puma. So chapter 2, Puma. The shirt I'm wearing is the 2016-17 third shirt. Now this shirt obviously is synonymous with one player and one goal only, and that is Mesut Ozil against Ludogorets in the Champions League group stages. No Champions League patches, unfortunately. However, there are Premier League patches, and I do have Mesut Ozil on the back of this one. You will notice a running trend in player names during the Puma section, so look out for that. Puma did release some questionable shirts. I mean, when have you ever associated Arsenal with lime green or mint green or neon pink and black? So these shirts aren't very desirable, and to be honest, this is where I started my collection way back last year, picking up these Puma shirts at a reasonable price, because they're not very sought after in comparison with your Nikes, the new Adidas, the old Adidas. If we take a look at the left, we have the final shirt from Baku against Chelsea. To be honest, probably one of the worst 90 minutes as an Arsenal fan I've ever watched. Alongside that, maybe the Champions League final or the League Cup final against Birmingham. We didn't turn up. We lost miserably 4-1. It was the worst 90 minutes of football I've ever watched, and to be honest, I don't really want to watch it ever again. However, during Puma, it was our first European final since Champions League final in 2006. So, as a part of history, I thought I would get it printed. So we have the final print on the front here. Another Mesut Ozil shirt. He was a bit of a ghost that game, but I still do think Mesut Ozil was probably one of the best Emirates era players, and I'm probably going to get slated for that, but he was thinking a lot differently to a lot of the players. He was the creative spark in the Arsenal team during the first few seasons he was there. May have not been as desirable player as he was when he first signed, but I still think he was an extremely good player for Arsenal. We then have the away in the third for the 2019 season. We've then got another Europa League shirt for the 2018 season with another questionable player, Laurent Koscielny. Again, a great servant of his time when he signed. He was there a long time, and he had some really incredible seasons with Mertesacker at the back. But then he didn't go to training and then left, and then that really awkward, cringy release video that he joined Bordeaux by wearing the Arsenal shirt and then taking it off. It was all a bit weird and a bit awkward. But long sleeve again, we do love a long sleeve shirt. We've then got the away in the third for that season, the neon pink shirt. And then we have the 2017 FA Cup final against Chelsea. Again, we have the final print, the FA Cup patches either side, and then Aaron Ramsey on the back, obviously scoring the winner. Another shirt I just had to get, printed up for that final. It was an incredible match to watch, thinking that we'd thrown it away by drawing and then immediately scoring at the other end was incredible. The away shirt for that season, probably my least favourite Puma shirt. I mean, at least with the neon pink and the green, they're a bit quirky, but that one for me is just a bit bland, should we say. And then we've got a collection down here of shirts. Mesut Ozil, Alexis Sanchez, these two players in their prime on a Arsenal day. Alexis with his black gloves on and long sleeves. You knew it was going down, and the creative spark between these two on their day was second to none. And if we keep going, the FA Cup final against Aston Villa, another print. I mean, this was probably one of the most convincing FA Cup finals in the history, winning 4-0. It was an incredible game to watch, and it was a day where you could probably put your house on that Arsenal were going to win. We've then also got another Mesut Ozil shirt, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, I think just the 2 Alexis shirts. And then finally, just to finish off, we have at the very end here, we have this mysterious player, Edgler. If you are collecting football shirts or are pursuing to buy and sell them, top tip, don't get your own name on the shirt because they lose value immediately. I've got 2 shirts with my name on the back, and at the time you think it's a great idea when you're kicking about with mates. But obviously, especially with my surname, it's not like it's Smith that somebody else might have. I have a very bizarre surname, an interesting surname. So yeah, from a collector's point of view, this holds no value. But as a personal point of view, it's quite nice that I've got my name on an Arsenal shirt. So this is Puma. Now, are you ready for 20 years of Nike shirts? Right, so in setting up the Nike section of this video, I suddenly realised that I don't have enough room on my display wall to show you all the Nike shirts. So what we're going to do is we're going to break it down into 2 subsections, the Emirates era and the Highbury era. So this is the Emirates era. Now, the shirt I'm currently wearing is the 2011-2012 away long sleeve Premier League patch, and one of the greatest, or the greatest Premier League player, Thierry Henry. This is obviously his shirt that he wore on his comeback in 2011 from New York Red Bulls, where he scored the goal against Sunderland in long sleeve. Iconic moment in Arsenal's history, Return of the King. So yeah, I had to get this specially printed as well. If we take a look, the very left-hand shirt here, we have this 2014 FA Cup final shirt where Nike mashed up 20 years of their shirts into one shirt after the FA Cup final win. I believe you can only get these bootleg. I don't think they were ever genuinely released by Arsenal, but receiving this shirt for Christmas, it was quite special. It was like, well, what's this? And I couldn't honestly believe what it was about. But yes, you've obviously got the current Arsenal crest, the old Arsenal crest. See if you can spot every shirt in the shirt. So that's something quite special to have in the collection, even if it might be bootleg. Moving down, we have the 2014 home, the one we wore in the FA Cup final against Hull. Not FA Cup printed, but again, my own name on the back. In posting these shirts on Instagram, I suddenly realised, or it dawned on me from a comment, that it shouldn't be black font, it should be white, and the black is for the away shirt. Didn't realise it at the time, but thank you Sports Direct for doing that. Premier League patches as well on the side for that one. Now with the Emirates era, what you notice is I do have quite a few player names, or different player names, on these shirts, and we're going to try and whiz through these as quickly as possible because we've now got to do the Highbury era afterwards. Carl Jenkinson. We also have, at the time, a very young Aaron Ramsey, Theo Walcott, Andre Arshavin on the 2011-2012 home version. Andre Arshavin again, this time in cup font. Now what you will probably realise is this particular shirt holds a very fond memory for me and a lot of Arsenal fans against Barcelona, where we came back at home in the first leg and Andre Arshavin blasting the ball past Victor Valdez. It still gives me goosebumps watching those highlights back. And this is something, again, that I really wanted to get printed. Another iconic Arsenal memory. Robin Van Persie. Bacary Sagna, one of the most underrated Arsenal players, I believe. Cesc Fabregas. Gael Clichy, who, funny enough, follows me on Instagram after the release of this shirt on my page. Another Robin Van Persie. And to finish this section, we have the home and the away for the first season at the Emirates. Fun fact, this away shirt is the only shirt that I've got in player spec. So now we move on to Highbury. Right, so we're now at the business end of the collection, the Highbury era Nike shirts. There's no introduction really needed with the shirt I'm currently wearing, but it is the 2005-2006 Champions League final shirt that we played Barcelona. Has the printing on the front there of the final day, Champions League patch, and then Thierry Henry on the back. Remember watching it on that day. Really unlucky that Jens Lehmann ended up getting sent off right at the start of the match. Thought we had it in us by going 1-0 up, but then I guess tired legs got the better of Arsenal and ended up losing 2-1. If it was 11 v 11, who knew what could have happened? We may have won, our one and only Champions League. So, starting off on the left, we have the home version, the last season at Highbury, the red currant version. Again, no surprise, Thierry Henry on the back of that one, Premier League patches for that. Shout out to Jersey Locker for providing me this one and a couple of other shirts that I've got in my collection. Another reliable source that I've used to get hold of some of my shirts for the collection. You'll notice there is some big names, obviously, in this part of the collection. Another one, the season before, 2005, Patrick Vieira. The last season he would play for Arsenal, even though it's got the Premier League patches. Does remind me of, obviously, the FA Cup final day against Manchester United, the penalty shootout. Then got the away version, obviously the Invincible shirt. I'm sure I've said before, but this shirt was picked up for £4 in a charity shop. Couldn't quite believe my eyes when I saw it. So yeah, you never know when you're going to find some really good deals, but to pick this shirt up for as little money as I did was really quite something. Got the away, and then again another Thierry Henry shirt, this time on the third version of the 2003-04 season. Then quite a rare shirt, the gold Sega. Very popular, this gold shirt, and obviously even more so the 02 version, but really pleased to have this in the collection. This is when I sort of started supporting Arsenal as a young child. This is the extra large boys version of the shirt I was given in year 2000. Did have the Sega version, but unfortunately it got damaged and I couldn't wear it anymore. We do have the man's version of that shirt though, Dennis Bergkamp. Again, Premier League patches on that one. Keep going back in time, Tony Adams, Premier League patches. Dreamcast version, we then got the third version of this Dreamcast one, Silvinho, number 16 on the back of that. And now we get into even older, Overmars, double patched Premier League, Champions League, Champions 97-98. And then the away version, and then these three beautiful Nike shirts with Dennis Bergkamp on the back of that one as well. Premier League patch, stitched in, not iron pressed on, stitched in. So I mean, we've got some really quite collectible shirts in this section, and you will notice that I'm missing quite a few. I'm missing the whole of the 94-95 season, as I've just explained, the gold 02 version. There's also the navy blue JVC shirt, which I think we only wore in one European game, which is near on impossible to get hold of. But yeah, obviously we're now talking some quite expensive shirts, especially later on in the years. So that was a very quick whistle-stop tour of the Highbury era. Now we're going to move on to the final chapter, which is the Adidas. So we've come to the final chapter of this collection, the pre-Nike Adidas collection. Only 5 shirts to go through, so it's not going to be very long. Obviously, the shirt I'm wearing is the most famous, the most sought after piece to anybody's collection, and that is the original Bruised Banana. Really wanted to get hold of one of these. I knew it was going to be expensive. Arsenal obviously re-released the Bruised Banana, but I wanted to get an original. I had to get it in XL, so it's a bit baggy, but I managed to secure one not too long ago. And this was sort of the end game, if you like, for the collection, getting hold of one of these. It did cost a lot of money, but I'm really pleased to obviously have it in the collection. And then the 4 remaining shirts on the back here, we've got the 93, 94 and the 92, 93 home with Alan Smith on the back. Again, stitched Premier League patches for this one. I really am glad that I've got one of them printed with the old style Adidas font. We've then got the away version for those seasons. At this point in time, football shirts were 2 or 3 seasons. They're being worn multiple seasons. So the home and away, I think, were used from 91 up until 94, I think. And then we've got the Adidas re-release of the 1990 91 home that they did not too long ago. Managed to get hold of that. And then just in the very corner there, we have just a Score Draw retro remake from the 1980s. And wouldn't normally pick this up because, again, it's a Score Draw retro, but I did like the fact that it had number 7 on the back of it. Just added a bit more to it. So that's it. We've come to the end of the collection. I really hope you enjoyed the video. As you would have seen, I am missing a few from 1993 up until present day. That was the aim at the start of all this, to try and get every Arsenal shirt from the year I was born, obviously up until present day. And I think those shirts will come eventually over the next 12 to 18 months when I complete the collection. I don't know whether I'll make a subsequent video with those remaining shirts in. However, if you do want to keep up to date, make sure to follow me on Instagram, which is where all my posts go, where all the shirts go. And it's @Asoic, so it's Arsenal Shirts of Instagram Collection 2020. It will be in the video somewhere and linked in the description. I really hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, like, and drop any questions you have of the collection in the comments, and I will try and answer. Thank you very much.